Hi everyone, here are Willow and Iroh's Welsh Terrier puppies, born August 29. They are 5 weeks old today, and we are going to begin the puppy picking process. Actually, we're going to wait until Wednesday, but this is kind of the beginning of that process. So I'm going to get this video today, and I'm going to try to describe the differences in looks and personalities that I've seen. And then I will get a midweek video on Wednesday-ish, Tuesday or Wednesday, and probably Wednesday. And then I will send out that email with all the information of how this is going to work. And so hopefully by then, with this video and the next video, you'll be able to see the different personalities coming out and make your pick. And if anybody ever gets stumped, please let me know. And sometimes it helps people, like if they let me know and say, hey, I live in town and I don't have a yard, or I have a fenced in yard and I have another dog and I have little kids or big kids, or sometimes if people get stumped, it helps them just to tell me about the scenario or the situation the dog's going to be living in, and then I can try to help you. But these guys are all such a mellow litter at this point, which they're just going to keep getting wilder and wilder every single week until pickup. You can look back on past Welsh puppy videos on our YouTube channel, and you can see that there is a big difference between 5 weeks and 8 weeks. Puppies just are all so energetic. So even the shyer puppies, all terriers end up just wild little terrors sometimes. So right here's black male, and there's green male, and here's purple female and pink female. So what I usually try to do when I'm doing the puppy picking video is I try to describe most energetic to least energetic, which when there's only 2 of each gender, then I mean obviously that makes it a little more cut and dry. But what I have found with puppy picking is that the least energetic the most energetic puppy, sorry, a lot of times ends up the alpha female, that outgoing, or male, that outgoing, adventurous, spirited, like above normal, not above normal terrier, but on the higher end of a normal terrier, spirited. And the puppy that's usually very quiet and shy, wow, look at my Crocs with socks. It's cold this morning. A lot of times that quiet puppy ends up being the more laid back terrier, which does exist, believe it or not. There's still a wild, outgoing terrier, but they're just a milder version of it. So that is what I'm going to do, which this litter, for the boys, it's been very clear. Green is my more laid back one. He just always is a little quieter, a little more cautious when we go to do something new and I'm trying to socialize them. He just takes his time getting used to something new, whereas black is one of the first ones to come explore, come check things out. Black's got a lot of white on his chest. The white sometimes lasts, sometimes goes away, which he's got enough of it, I bet his will stay. It might get a little smaller, but it'll stay. So yeah, he's the first one to come out. He kind of rules the litter. He's probably the most alpha of the whole litter. But again, even in that aspect, they're still a really fairly laid back litter at this point. I think Green looks so much like Iroh. I think I've said that before. It's funny because in our last litter of his Welshes, there was a puppy with a green collar that looked just like him too. You're just copying Green. So out of the females, purple is my more laid back one. Not quite as laid back as Green, but definitely close. Like if I was putting them in order, the whole litter, I would do from most energetic to least. I would do black, pink, purple, green. But she's really sweet. I forgot to, sorry, back to Green. Forgot to show if he has any white. Nope, no white. And you girls? Nope, nope, no white. What's on my hand? So she's definitely a little more laid back than like the most. Oh, you think that feels good, do ya? But Purple is just sweet. She's usually always coming over to my lap. Both of the adventuresome ones, a good sign is they both go out and explore, but both of them come right back to me, which is a really, like, sometimes a really, really alpha puppy, I always say female, will just go take off and not really need to check in on me. But I always like to see that they come back, this is Black, and say, hey, how you doing? And then they run off and explore a little more. Here's Purple. And so another thing that I look at usually, typically more with Airedales, is size, because Welshes, it really doesn't vary that much, like 1 to 2 pounds. And honestly, these 4, there is really, Purple's a bit more petite, but not really shorter or anything, and Green's a little more solid. But there really isn't too much change or difference between them size-wise. So then another thing I always point out, and this is Purple right here, and this is Black. Another thing I always point out is, and again, this is variable because the terriers will get their adult hair at like 6 to 9 months, and that's when the Black starts receding back into a saddle on their back. And when their adult hair comes in, their coat color can totally change. And that's kind of when you determine if they're going to be black and tan Welsh or a grizzle and tan Welsh. So I always point out the color brown on their face and feet. That's about as good of a guess that you can, or sign or whatever that you can use to guess what color they're going to be. Green, like his dad, I think is going to have a really furry, square face with kind of lighter grizzle and tan. You can see, like, he already has some excuse me, some grizzle around his eyes. And the brown on his face is just a little lighter. Whereas Black? Black, you can see, has a pretty rich, he's not going to cooperate. Pretty rich brown on his face. It's not the darkest I've ever seen, so it could still be a little bit lighter. And Purple as well, she's pretty dark. Kind of the rich reddish brown. Come here, Pink. Come here. Sorry, my filming is. Come here, girly. Come on, camera, focus. So Pink's a little bit on the lighter side on this back part of her cheek, but her eyes are pretty dark, so she could go either way. What else? Let's see. A lot of times when people are looking, they try to look at the set of the ears, which both Mom and Dad have really nice set ears. So I don't see anybody standing out more in this litter, more or less. Whoa, sorry there, little Black. So they're doing really good. They're growing fast. You actually could probably almost do your puppy picking today, because I think I've got them nailed down pretty good. So if you're first to pick and you're just anxious and you already know who you want, just let me know. Otherwise, I will get another video for you Wednesday. And this is Black. And then we'll start the puppy picking. And that usually takes a few days, especially with only 2 decisions in this litter needing to be made. There's Green. Come on. It's Pink down at my foot. My right foot, Purple at my left foot. And Black is over here. Black, Green, Purple. That's Black. There's Pink. Little tail's a wagging. Yeah. I love little Welsh tails. I know, there's no fashion statement there. A lot of times I forget my feet are going to be on video. I'm just trying to let you watch them kind of naturally interact a little bit. Pink and green. Black on the left. See how he checks in with me? He really does. He goes off, explores, and then comes to say hi. And here's Purple. Hello. Pink. There you are. There you are. Come on, camera. Drives me crazy when it doesn't focus. There's Purple. Black. Green. See how he kind of is a little more scared than the others? And Pink? Pink actually, yeah, she just came running to check out what that sound was. There's Purple. She was hiding behind me. Green. Nope, black, sorry. How could I mix you two up, huh? All right, everyone. Let me know if you have any questions, and have a great weekend.